The stars looked different from the bridge of the Odyssey, humanity's first interstellar spacecraft. Captain Amina Solano leaned forward, gazing through the reinforced windows at the shimmering canvas stretched before her. She knew these stars weren't the same ones that shone over Earth. Not anymore. Earth, in all its chaotic beauty, was a distant memory. It was now no more than a faint glimmer behind them, a relic of humanity's origins, but not its destiny. The journey to the planet dubbed Eden had taken over 100 years, an odyssey through the vast emptiness of space that needed sacrifices few could have imagined. As the Odyssey traversed the cosmic void, entire generations were born, raised, and aged aboard the ship, living lives shaped by the hum of engines and the soft glow of artificial stars embedded into the ceilings of their quarters. The ship itself was an intricate ecosystem, a blend of advanced engineering and carefully calibrated biomes to mimic Earth's own diversity, sustaining not only life but culture, memory, and hope. The Odyssey was humanity's last chance after Earth had been pushed to its limits, ravaged by centuries of environmental collapse, political upheaval, and dwindling resources. Storms, droughts, and floods had ravaged continents, while the air grew thick with pollutants. Food and water were scarce, and the political divides deepened, turning survival into a brutal contest of power and desperation. Nations fractured, and unity seemed impossible until, in a final act of cooperation, the Unity Council was formed, a desperate coalition of Earth's remaining powers who realized that Earth's future was already written. Pooling the last of Earth's resources and technology, the Council set about designing the Odyssey. This colossal ship, half a mile long and layered with levels of oxygen-producing algae hydroponic farms and artificial atmospheres, was equipped to be a mobile Earth, a vessel capable of carrying thousands to a distant, unspoiled world. With reinforced metal to withstand cosmic rays and engines powerful enough to inch across galaxies over decades, the Odyssey became a moving beacon of hope. By the time the ship launched, the idea of returning to Earth was no more than an echo of hope, a memory fading into the shadows of history. For those on board, Earth existed only in the tales told by elders who remembered its lands and oceans, or in the simulations created to remind each generation of what had been left behind. Children learned about Earth from these stories and holograms, but Eden was their destination, the only home they would know. Amina took a deep breath as the final countdown to Eden's orbit approached. The ship's AI, Athena, had been calculating this moment for years, guiding the Odyssey with a precision unmatched by any human. It was strange, Amina thought, to rely so deeply on a machine, but Athena was more than just a program. She had been designed to understand, adapt, and even sympathize with the crew, a guardian and guide across the void. Captain Solano. Athena's voice was soft and unyielding, an echo of 1,000 engineers' hopes and fears. We're approaching the Eden system. Preliminary scans show an atmosphere suitable for human life, though a survey of the surface will be needed to ensure compatibility. Amina nodded, the weight of centuries of planning and hope settling onto her shoulders. Thank you, Athena. Begin surface scans and prepare the landing party. The crew's excitement was palpable as they gathered in the central observation deck, eyes wide as the planet appeared on the ship's monitors. It was a beautiful sight, a blue and green orb wrapped in swirling clouds, not unlike Earth in its heyday. For some, it was the first real planet they'd ever seen, the concept of home beyond the ship almost foreign. The stories their elders had told of Earth's oceans, its mountains and forests, felt distant and almost mythical. "Do you think it's real?" murmured Dr. Lara Quinn, the ship's head biologist, her voice a mix of awe and disbelief. She dedicated her life to studying the biology of Earth, learning everything she could about the species they'd left behind, hoping that they might find some analog on this new world. "It has to be," Amina replied softly. "We've come too far for this to be anything less than real." As the Odyssey entered Eden's orbit, Athena's voice echoed through the ship's corridors, announcing the final descent of the landing team. Amina led the team, her heart pounding with a blend of anticipation and apprehension. If Eden was truly habitable, then the Odyssey could land, the crew could build settlements, and the long process of adapting to their new world could begin. The shuttle descended through Eden's atmosphere, breaking through the thick clouds to reveal sprawling landscapes below, towering mountains capped with snow, expanse of forest, and vast oceans stretching to the horizon. The first breath of Eden's air tasted sweet and rich, and Amina felt an overwhelming sense of relief. The landing team took in the sights. The lush greenery underfoot, the cool wind on their faces. Sensations that felt almost foreign after generations aboard the sterile metal hulls of the Odyssey. Dr. Quinn set to work at once, analyzing the soil, the plants, even the water from a nearby stream. Her fingers brushed over the native flora, marveling at the resilience of life. So different yet similar to what they'd left behind. These plants could be edible, she whispered in amazement, holding a leaf up to the light. We'll need extensive testing, of course, but this is something. As the days passed, the landing team explored further, mapping the land and cataloging every discovery. Eden was both familiar and alien, with flora that looked almost like pine trees but with golden fronds, animals that darted through the underbrush with eyes that shone in colors they couldn't identify, and rivers whose waters glimmered in the starlight with a luminescent glow. Yet, as the initial thrill waned, so did the sense of security. There were signs that Eden held its own secrets. Peculiar formations that looked almost like abandoned structures, overgrown and reclaimed by nature. Every few days, the team found strange markings on stones and trees, patterns that seemed too deliberate to be natural. On the seventh day, they encountered their first true puzzle, an intricate sculpture carved into the side of a cliff, half hidden beneath vines and moss. It was unmistakably intentional, a series of spirals and geometric designs that no natural process could explain. "What do you think this means?" asked Lieutenant Raj Patel, one of the landing team's engineers. Amina examined the sculpture closely, her fingers tracing the delicate patterns. "If this is what it appears to be, we may not be alone here after all. Either something else is still here, or something was here long before us." Like, share and subscribe to YouTube channel for the rest of the parts.